Hello, everybody. Here I am coming to you from my room. It's extraordinarily hot outside, although it's remaining somewhat cool in here. I'm going to do a big update tomorrow about this entire situation. It seems to be working itself out, uh, although it shows the character of some people involved. Today's update is just a short one. Uh, it's about this person who's not really doing me any harm, but is just annoying. So I grow tired of going through the comments, deleting all of the things that he says. So I'm going to finally, as a lesson to him, tell you his story. His name is Joshua Charles Anderson. He was a guy that came to the homeless shelter. He came there and said all these wild stories. Like at first, he said he was a Green Beret, kind of like the Doug, but he wasn't. It turned out he was just in the National Guard, and he's saying, "I have all this and all that. I have a Hayabusa, a motorcycle. I had a big house and all this stuff." And I befriended him because he was funny. He was a funny person. Well, he started borrowing some money from me, and the first time it was a struggle to get him to pay back. So I compromised with him. I told him something like, "You pay me back like 80%, we'll call it even." Then he borrowed money again, and he paid back close to all of it. And then a third time, and it was again the 80%. So I just said, enough's enough. So he finally got the ability somehow to find a place, which is great for him. He said his mother gave him the money to get him into a place, and so everything works out for him. But then we were still under the assumption of friends, and we talked, and he would start talking to me once a week about, like, "Hey, why don't you come visit me?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, sure." And now, granted, this is when I'm still in the streets. And then he would turn the conversation into an argument and tell me, "Just forget it. Don't come visit him and stay the weekend." And he would do this all the time until the point that I saw it was just a game for him. Somebody who got off like antagonizing a homeless man. And so I blocked him. I blocked him everywhere. But he comes here on my YouTube channel and comments all the time. He calls my phone number from, I don't know exactly how you do it, but I know you can hit a code on your phone so it doesn't show your phone number, and it says restricted. And yeah, he calls all the time. And so as it turns out, not only is this guy like some loser uh, whose mother and stepfather disowned him for a while because he had a drug problem, but he's like basically friendless. He drives every person that he knows away from him, and his life has become stalking a poor old homeless man on the internet. So if you see this person in real life, or you know him, I mean, just steer clear for him, because he's well, he's a narcissist. and he's a sociopath, even though he's not very successful at either because he's just not smart enough. And here's the problem with this guy: he thinks he's a freaking genius when in reality he's a tad below average in intelligence. Yeah. So, his name, once again, is Joshua Charles Anderson. Now, Joshua, here's the deal. If you leave me alone, I'll take this video down. But until then, this information is going to be on the internet. And I'm going to leave it here. What a complete loser you are. A stolen valor. And that you live in Clarksburg. That you say you work for City Works in Clarksburg, but I can't verify that. You leave me alone and this video will come down. You keep hassling me all the time, calling at 5:30 in the morning, I'm going to leave it up. So, you decide what you want to do. Joshua Charles Anderson, and the ball's in your court. So just leave me alone. Other than that, I hope everybody else is doing fine. I hope people on the East Coast in the United States are being able to keep cool. And, I'd also like to thank everybody that's been donating to me. Angeline and Jonesy. Jonesy and Angeline always come through for me. They're regular donators. Hazy. Please check out her YouTube channel. She's just starting. Telling about her life and her hobbies. It's Hazy and Bun Bun. And yeah, everybody have a good weekend. I'll bring a big update tomorrow. And remember, stay away from Joshua C. Anderson of Clarksburg.